Hey guys, it's your boy Silver, and for today's episode, episode 7, I want to talk about One Piece. The and I know this is like basically my second One Piece episode in this new series of podcast episodes. Um and I know I'm not a fan of One Piece, but the live action is actually not bad. It was kind of cringy at first. Season 1 was kind of rough to watch. I'm not gonna lie. It was at first I was like, I'm trying to support Iñaki because he's a Mexican actor. He's playing Luffy, but man, some of these scenes are a little bit cringy. Uh, but analyzing what I've seen of Luffy's character, he does a good job. He does a good job representing the kind of goofiness, the kind of awkward, the kind of cringy, like nonchalant. I don't care about anything. I'm just trying to enjoy life, do my thing, and set off sail to find the One Piece and be the king of the pirates. And he does a good job. I like to say that Iñaki makes his own version of Luffy, which is not off from the original Luffy, for sure. It is a good Luffy. He does a good representation. He represents the story pretty well and the character very well. I think the rest of the cast, Nami, Rono, Soro, and Sanji, get good representations. The actors, Usopp. Sorry, how can I forget my man Usopp, Mister 1 Million Stories, Captain Usopp. They do a great job. I think season 1 was a little bit rough to watch. I forced myself through it. I'm not gonna lie, but season 2, I feel like they got kind of like the hang of it, of the characters that they wanted to be, and how they wanted to represent the story so far. I don't think that it's perfect like any other live action, right? It's not gonna look like an anime, and it's not gonna look like a manga. But I think Iñaki and the rest of the cast do a really good job telling the story of a group of weirdos that kind of get brought in together by this one very weird guy who wants to go look for the thing that's going to make him the king of the pirates across some very difficult oceans that very few have actually crossed and been through. Um, and somehow they find themselves being so attracted to his personality, to his goofiness, to his purity, and next thing you know, they find themselves all in this one ship and just kind of like having a good time. It's like when you're like in your early 20s or your mid 20s and you find like the perfect roommate or group of friends, and yeah, work sucks and you go do your job, whatever you're doing, whether it's like, working at Starbucks or working at the bank as a teller or like at the gas station, whatever, those silly jobs that we all do in our early 20s. And you just come back home and, there's your group of friends there and you're playing video games and you guys go out and do things. And it's basically what it is and why it kind of works. And they found that they all can stand each other. Not bad. It's a nice little story. It's on Netflix. It's 2 seasons. And I just watched yesterday also, they have a One Piece podcast. And just the first episode with Orasan, the creator of One Piece, was there on the first episode. And it was really good. And he was really good to Iñaki. And he gives them a lot of insight. Iñaki gives you a lot of insight of like where his head was at. You should check that one out too. I haven't seen all the episodes yet, so I can't tell you how good the podcast is. But first episode of the podcast, it was really good. It was really insightful. It was good to see also the creator's side of One Piece and his thoughts on what the live action is, because we don't really see that often, right? We see all these live actions, but really don't see what the creator thought about it and get to see him interviewed and kind of talk out his thoughts about everything. But anyways, let me know what you think. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, follow, don't follow, whatever, man. just doing this for me because it's fun. And it's a good way to start my mornings with mi cafecito. Nos vemos.